Endgame. Nope, not that one. No, not that one either. No, that's just the Japanese version of the same movie. There we go. How's it going, assholes? Well-known, handsome, quadrilingual philanthropist Giga Chad, TheStellarJay here. And have you ever finished a game, watched the end credits roll, realize you smell like shit, and then see your completion percent, and it's like way fucking higher than you expected? That game had good endgame content. Endgame content is the feeling old people get after they retire, send their kids off on their own, pay off all their debt, and then think,
now what?
The answer to that now what feeling is what separates good endgame content from bad endgame content. If you ask me, there are two factors that determine if an endgame is really awesome, unique, and fun, or if it's Genshin Impact. The first aspect is variety. Nobody wants to run around fighting the same enemies and doing the same quests over and over. Mario Odyssey adds like 1 billion new moons to collect after you finish the main story. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, Nintendo. They're spread across every map in the game and offer unique challenges to high-level players. The second aspect is real, physical, tangible progression, whether that exists in the form of new, unique ways to experience the game, or gameplay mechanics that offer a high enough skill ceiling to allow serious growth in even high-level players. Games with great endgame content check both these boxes. Average games only check one, and if you're not checking either, well then, welcome to medium to high-level competitive Overwatch, my friend. The type of game you're playing also affects what the endgame content should look like. Open world sandboxes and other assorted non-linear games have it easy. There's usually no set path to begin with, so once you hit that now what moment, the answer is, fuck it bro, I don't know, do whatever you want, here's a rocket pop, go get skin cancer. The key to good endgame content in these games is the core mechanics. No, not that, you fucking pervert, I mean the gameplay loop. You want the player to have fun no matter where they are or what they're doing, and that's only possible with a fucking metal-ass gameplay loop. Breath of the Wild has a mountain of endgame content, especially if you have the DLC. Trial of the Sword, one-hit obliterator, not to mention the combat system is ridiculously fun and leaves room for a shit ton of innovation and player growth. Like look at what people do. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Since playing the new Minecraft updates, I've really realized how much freedom the game actually gives you. If you're like me, and the thought of breaking blocks in a straight line for hours makes you want to castrate yourself with a rusty spoon, fuck it. You can find high-level loot in nether fortresses, trade it with villagers, find treasure maps, etc. If you want to play an RPG and get powerful as fuck, you have several options of how to do that. If you just want to build shit, Minecraft gets out of your way and lets you. It really is such an incredible game. Just kidding, here's why it's a shit game. If you're a Chad, like me, and you just want to get strong, fight shit, and listen to Chicky Bang Bang all day, eventually you hit a wall where there's literally nothing left for you to do. It sucks to get all this cool ass armor and max enchants for literally no purpose. The dragon is a complete pushover, and the reward for beating the wither is terribly designed. Cool, a nether star to make a beacon with. Now I can get speed and regen in my base. Bro, for what? What is the point of having this? By the time you get it, you have literally beaten the most dangerous boss in the game. What do you need the regen for? To fight fucking zombies with your sharpness 5 sword? Your only option at this point is to build. But I don't want to build anymore. My house is perfect. So now what? Terraria is similar, but the endgame content is significantly drawn out and significantly more fun for the RPG players. Terraria constantly ramps up the challenge to keep the player engaged, but then you beat the Moon Lord, and it's like... Now what about linear games? I'm talking classic Zelda games, most From Software games, games that have a very clearly defined start and finish. Typically, these games will restart you outside the boss arena once you beat him, letting you go back and explore the world. Except you literally just beat the most challenging thing in the world, so now what? If you're gonna have an ending like that, at least give me some decent side quests. Side quests are a great way to offer extra little lunchable sized content for cuties like me who enjoy the core gameplay mechanics enough to want more. And if they're well designed, they offer a meaningful reward to the player for doing them. The Big Goron Sword, Fierce Deity Mask, Terry Town, and New Donk City side quests come to mind as some of my favorites. If you're catching on to a theme here, it's because Nintendo makes everyone else look like fucking children in this department. Sekiro had the cool idea to add optional endgame bosses like the Demon of Hatred. They also have a boss rush mode, which is another great way to give top players a little some, you know what I'm saying? Wind Waker and Hollow Knight's boss rush modes also come to mind. Really everything in the EGC department brings Hollow Knight to mind. I swear I'm not bringing up Hollow Knight again because my recent videos did well. I wrote this script like 10 months ago, Your Honor. I swear, no! Players who defeat enough bosses in the overworld are rewarded with a gauntlet facing off against all of them in succession, and each gauntlet ends with a new boss. There are huge, sprawling, awesome parts of the map completely unrequired to beat the game. Cool NPCs, side quests, charms, abilities, and a shit ton of bosses all provide countless hours of endgame content. Not to mention, like 7 different endings. Speaking of alternate endings, let's talk about them. I am on fucking fire with these transitions. Alternate endings. are cool. Thank you. I'm here all week, people. No need to congratulate me. I'm really, it's really nothing. They can be fucking annoying when they make you replay the entire game for another ending. Sekiro. Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't just adding DLC count as endgame content? DLC is tricky because you want it to be accessible to the vast majority of the player base, but also offer a new challenge to veteran players. Zelda's first DLC pack was great. They basically added a significantly longer and more challenging version of what was objectively the funnest shrine quest. They added Master Mode, and most importantly, the Nintendo Switch shirt. Shovel Knight. Holy shit, these guys made like $10 grillion off the first game and then just decided to release 4 DLC packs for free, which are basically just new games entirely. I love you. Doom Eternal, one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time, fucked up big time in the DLC department. The thing that makes Doom Eternal fun is moving around at Mach 3, tearing through demon after demon like an unstoppable force of nature while heavy metal rock music jams in the background. So naturally, for the DLC, they decided to add a robot turret that locks onto you, forces you to hide like a bitch behind cover, and can't be glory killed. And this is $30. On top of buying the game for $40. This is why you should never buy AAA games. But no matter how much DLC they add, eventually you hit that now what moment, and then your only option is speedrunning, baby. Hell fucking yeah. Speedrunning is like the ultimate end game. I added like 40 hours to Hollow Knight by learning how to speedrun it. And you know, it's not like I made a video about it. It's not like I worked super hard on it or anything. It's not like I want you to go, check it out or anything. I expect PogChamps out of every fucking one of you right now. But Jay, what if I want to speedrun my sanity? Well, luckily for you, we have quite a few options available on that front. Hey, wait a minute, all 3 of those were multiplayer games. That's right, baby. Certain developers may have forgotten about it, but multiplayer games have endgames too. How do you keep players coming back for weeks and months and years? Unless its name can be abbreviated to TF2, gamers will eventually get bored of any multiplayer game no matter how fun it is. You don't want to just abandon the game forever, and you especially don't want the game to become less fun the better players get at it. A steady stream of updates that add new strategies and new ways to play without completely destroying the original vision is the best choice for developers. Guys, people are still playing Fortnite. Epic Games is so good at this. So to summarize my points, fuck Genshin, fuck Overwatch, give me Silksong.